Hello everyone, welcome to ENA, Environmental News Analysis. In this session on ENA, we are going to discuss about a very important and concerning phenomena that has happened recently in Arctic Russia. So that's oil spill in Russia's Arctic region. This has been all over the news because of many reasons, and environment is the major concern. So let's go ahead and look at it. So now let's look at the exact location or the site of oil spill. Where you see here, it's as close to the permafrost region of the northern pole and the northern part of the Russia. So what you see here is that Russia has declared a state of emergency. That's in news 5 days after a power plant fuel leak in Arctic region, and what it has caused is 20,000 tons of diesel oil to escape into local river, turning its surface completely crimson red. Ambernaya River, that is the name of the river into which the oil has been discharged, is a part of a network. It's not just a singular river, it's a network of the river that flows into environmentally fragile and sensitive Arctic Ocean biome. So remember, on World Oceans Day, it is more important to focus on this phenomenon. The spill that is deemed the worst ecological catastrophe of the sort of ever hit this particular region. So it's important to understand and look into this particular image. This is a photo made available on June 5, that is World Environment Day 2020, by the European Space Agency, and it shows a satellite image captured on May 31st by the Copernicus Sentinel-2 mission of the extent of an oil spill after some 20,000 tons of diesel oil leaked into this river in Arctic Circle. Environmentalists say that oil spill, which took place on 29th of May 2020, was the worst such accident ever in the Arctic region, that is permafrost region. So let's understand what is permafrost, because it's coming more often in the news. So the term is used for ground that is frozen continuously for 2 or more years. That is called permafrost. And some 55% of Russia's territory, predominantly Siberia, is permafrost and is home to its main oil and gas fields. That's important to remember. So how did this incident happen? Let's understand. The thermoelectric power plant at Norilsk, that is the place in Russia, is built on permafrost land, which has weakened over the years, as we know, because of climate change phenomena. So that's important because this incident is linked to the climate change. This caused the pillars that supported the plant's fuel tank to sink gradually, and it led to a loss of that containment on May 29th. The report said that around 20,000 tons of diesel oil was released in Ambernaya River, which has since then drifted about 12 kilometers and more on the surface. Now, important is to understand that Norilsk Nickel, the Russian mining giant that owns the plant, said it had reported the leak in a timely and proper way, and that the pillars had held the tank in its place for 30 years without difficulty. So it's been claimed by the giant Russian Norilsk Nickel that they reported this incident timely, so it means there was a lag somewhere. The conglomerate, which is the world's leading nickel and palladium producer, very important elements, has also been blamed for another leak in 2016. So this is not the first incident. Remember, the nickel and palladium producers, greatest of the world, have not been blamed for the first time. Now, what is the extent of damage? Let's look into this. So environmentalists have said that river would be difficult to clean. It's not that easy cleaning this river. So given its shallow waters and remote location, that is important because shallow water does not permit the vehicles to come in close contact with the region. So accessibility is a major issue, as well as the magnitude of the spill that we are talking about. So the World Wildlife Fund, speaking to AFP News Agency, described this as second largest oil leak in modern Russia's history in terms of the volume. The Russian chapter of activist groups Greenpeace said damages to the Arctic waterways could be at least 6 billion rubles in terms of money. It is estimated that it's important to understand, not just the estimate, that the installed buoys will only help collect a small part of the pollution which has been utilized. So remember, it is important to understand that it is very much damaging effect for the greenhouse gases and soil pollution, not just the water pollution. So what are the cleanup measures being suggested? Let's take into account. During the video conference with Vladimir Putin, the Russian Minister of Natural Resources opposed the setting of vast quantity of oil afire, because this was being discussed that they may put the entire region to burn all the oil, and it was recommended not to do so, and diluting of the layer with reagents was established. So an expert told the BBC that cleanup effort could take between 5 to 10 years. So it's not that easy to clean this up. Now, cleanup work, however, has been complicated only because of the reason that is marshy ground. So remember, marshy ground amid spring thaw situation, shallow depths of nearby Ambanaya river is limitation that prevents boats from reaching the scene. So it's more difficult in cleaning. So what you see here is the state of emergency has been declared, which means extra forces are going to be there in the area to assist the cleaning up operations. So let's hope for the good. And thank you for watching this session on ENA. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, and you can also follow us on Instagram by the name of the Geoecologist. So stay safe, stay tuned.